I may have forgotten to let you guys know about this patch preview. I'm sorry, I was kinda busy. Been working on some stuff that I'll go over in a channel update. Kinda, partly has something to do with me, you know, making my name a little different. But anyway, OB50 is on the way, and with it, we're getting some pretty solid stuff. I won't lie, this update isn't quite as exciting or packed as the last one. There isn't a new character, which means there will most likely be two coming back to back in the next two updates. There is plenty of cool stuff coming though, like all these sprays. I'll give you a second to look at those. You could probably just pause the video. Yeah, you could pause it. Okay, so moving on to something else that's new, completely new, that's coming to the realm. I'm really excited for these. They're announcer packs. The announcer is the guy who says what you guys do during games, like he screams out double kill, triple kill, or kill streak lines and stuff, you know, like godlike and stuff like that. So they're adding a few alternatives that you can buy. There's one for Bomb King, Eevee, and as a special reward for getting them 1 million YouTube subscribers, Drybear. I love this. Drybear did step down as Paladins lead designer to work on another project, and it was super sad to see him go. I couldn't believe it when I read it. He was probably my favorite developer ever, and I'm definitely going to try out whatever he makes in the future. So this is a great way of immortalizing him in Paladins for all the fantastic work he did for the game. His voice pack is also basically free. It'll only cost you 1 gold. That's it. Here, take a listen to them.
Welcome to Paladins.
Wow.
You have died a dishonorable death. You have failed your king. You fought well, peasant.
Oh, that's a good line.
Yeah. Shut down! Your reign has come to an end. And so it begins.
Oh, and the
Let
so it
the
begins.
battle begin! That's 5 in a row. Unstoppable! Annihilation!
Oh, God.
Wow. That one's my favorite.
Yeah.
So that I'm going to be using that one.
Oh my God.
Annihilation!
Next one we have up for you guys is Eevee. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Welcome to Paladins. You actually won. Wow. Your teammates are feeding.
Damn,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Your
She's putting people
teammates
on
are
blast.
feeding.
She is.
Enemy slew. Slain? Slayed? Killed. You gotta kill. Do it again. I've been waiting for so long. I wouldn't have lost that round. Le Doublé. It's a tripski. That's
It's a
4.
tripsy. Oh my goodness.
You went and
Okay.
killed all of them. Is that 6? I lost count. Ooh, spooky fog.
Shanna, we have a farewell announcer pack done by our very own Drybear. So let's go ahead and take a listen to his voice pack.
Paladins, yo!
Oh,
It's Paladins, yo!
It's
Immortalized.
Okay, this thing here, it's called Paladins. You're gonna play it, it's gonna be fun. Ancient! Oh yeah, put the hat on. Put the hat on, it's great. I like that hat. Pick the OP one.
my goodness.
Oh, come on! Another win. I'm not surprised. Overtime, hurry your butt up! Don't let them move that payload. I'm watching you. You made them
That
dead.
sounds like the Drybear we know and love.
Love
Yes,
it.
battle is beginning in right about now. When you respawn, do me a favor. Do all that stuff you just did except for the last part where you died.
Damn.
And here the story begins as the prime blood has been spilled. 2 kills at the same time.
We like
That's
to have
a
fun here.
Kudapple
There's
Pill.
no,
Yeah.
there's no doubt about
Fandangle
that.
kill. The thing that comes before 6. What is that? That's the kill you got. You got 6 kills? Now you're just showing off.
I personally like Eevee's the best. Eevee just has so much personality. I really hope they release more of these. I'd love to hear one for Maeve. What about you guys? What character would you love to get an announcer pack for? Okay, now let's talk skins. Shaolin is getting 2 epic skins called Vigilante and Guardian. Vigilante is a direct purchase. It has a head, body, weapon, and voice pack. Here's some lines from the Vigilante and Guardian voice pack.
Is my wit too sharp for you? I am justice. I am the wind. I am the desert shadow. Holy bullseye champions!
Holy, yep.
Yep.
Yup.
Freedom, justice, and the way of the realm. Great Scott!
Now, Guardian is from the Colossal box, and it has a head and body. Now, the Colossal box is going away with the next update after this one. I was super surprised to hear this. I always thought it'd be with Paladins forever. It seems kind of weird to add something to it and then remove it and update later, but oh well. If you want one of the Colossal exclusives, then you have about 3 weeks to get them. After that, they're gone, and who knows when they'll be coming back. Next up, we have the Buck Wild skin, and this is so ridiculous. I can't help but laugh when I look at it. They even put in a bold. Like, come on. Anyway, the skin is an epic, and it comes with a head, body, voice pack, pose, and emote. No weapon this time around. Makes sense. Wrestlers don't really carry guns around after all. You guys have to hear this voice pack though. Mr. Torg, anyone?
Introducing the heavyweight champion of the realm!
Off the top ropes! You make the champ laugh. I'll start the match with a big play, then tag you in, brother. Are you ready? Buck Wild is ready! When I step into the realm, things get wild. Buck Wild! Boom, chicka chicka! This ring belongs to the champ! Tag me in! Tag me in! What you get when you suplex a rat?
Oh no.
Pipsqueaks! Pipsqueaks!
The last skin of the 3 is Star Glam Eevee. This one is a rare. It comes with a head, body, and weapon. I think it's pretty cool. Has some nice colors to it, and those glasses are fantastic. I was really hoping this one would be an epic too and have this whole cyber DJ vibe to it, but Eevee already has Troublemaker, so you know, probably not too great of an idea to have 2 music skins for the same character. Now, that's it for skin sets, but we do have something called the Get Rekt. I can't, man. The Get Rekt box. Oh, I'm sorry. This update is such a meme. I can't even believe it. Anyway, the Get Rekt box comes with 9 epic weapons and a spray. Now, these weapons are all Nerf guns that fire out Nerf darts and have toy sound effects. These are really funny. Imagine killing somebody with any of these. Barrick, Tyra, Shaolin, Grover, Andro, Cassie, Kinessa, Buck, and Victor are all getting weapons in it. Buck had some weird multicolored Nerf gun in the past, but I guess it was a bug or something because it was taken out. So it's cool to see him get a real Nerf gun now. I want you guys to hear the sound effects on these. The popping sound is perfect.
So that's very cute, very fun sound effects here. It's Bright Marsh-esque, right? You know, Willow's got a lot of fun, cute sound effects, and now every champion can kind of partake in that. It's very...
Okay, now for balance and bug fixes. Not gonna lie, the bug fixes are better than the balancing, probably by far. Andro is finally getting his reversal bug fixed. After this update, you won't get hit through it while walking backwards. Same thing goes for Fernando's barrier. This was a really hard thing for them to fix that took a lot of genius to work out. There were so many variables affecting this one bug, so it makes sense why it took this long to fix. Very happy that they finally went through and did it. No more unfair deaths for our Andro and Fernando players. Bomb King's Demolition Legendary had a bug where it wouldn't fully destroy barriers. They're fixing that. Buck is getting a reduction to his health. It's going from 3,000 to 2,800. They gave him the damage buff last update, so they felt that they needed to make him less beefy to make up for that. I doubt this will hurt him very much. He can burst people down pretty quickly, and you know, he could jump every 2 seconds after all. Okay, this one I love so much because it's for my favorite dragon. Drogos' rockets, salvo, and fire spit are now getting lag compensation. No longer will I hit someone and have them take no damage. It's a wonderful thing. Now, you may remember Bomb King became pretty OP when he got lag compensation, but unlike Drogos, Bomb King got a big radius buff the update before he got the compensation, so it set him up to be a real monster. Drogos hasn't gotten anything like that. I would hate to see people complain after this update and get my precious dragon slapped with a few nerfs. Don't touch my dragon, high res. Okay, if it really breaks him, then of course they gotta do something, but I don't think it will. Just, you know, be gentle, high res, if that's the case. You're ready took Maeve for me after all. On top of that, all those awful salvo bugs are also getting fixed. Salvo will no longer fail to fire the full amount of loaded rockets. Thank you, high res. Thank you. Honestly, this could have been the entire update, and I would have been happy. Inara is getting buffed up again. They keep hitting her with these buffs, and rightfully so. No real reason to take her over the other off tanks, and how often do you see her being used in competitive? I think I've seen Sky used just as much. So Impasse is getting increased deploy range from 60 to 80. It'll also knock up enemies when deployed beneath them. Stone Spear, her primary, will now have gradual damage fall off. So what this means is the damage fall off won't be so severe when it hits a certain threshold. Like it won't go a couple feet, then cut off half the damage. No, it'll spread that out pretty evenly. So this should feel really good for her. Her Mother's Grace legendary now grants debuff immunity, and yes, that does include Cauterize. Inara may very well become the best late game off tank in the game with these buffs. Inara has no barriers to be blown to bits by Wrecker, and now Inara can be immune to Cauterize. I'm really interested in seeing where this takes our Stone Warden. Makoa is getting some give and take here. They're increasing the cooldown of his Dread Anchor from 9 to 11 seconds. Makoa is the best tank in the game, and he has been for a while. So they're hoping this brings him down a little to bring him more in line with the other main tanks. Along with this, he will gain the increased health from his ultimate after 0.3 seconds instead of 0.5 seconds. This may not sound like a lot, but in such a fast-paced game, it most definitely is. I've died so many times when trying to pop ult, even though I already started saying the line and started the animation, pulled the anchor up into my hands and everything. Cirrus is getting some love here as well. Her Restore Soul cooldown has been decreased from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. So with the card that lowers the cooldown even further, you can get her to heal every 2 seconds. Now, a lot of people couldn't believe this and were really annoyed that Hi-Rez did this, even though they offered a really good explanation as to why they did it. The thing about Cirrus is that Cirrus can only do one thing at a time, while the other healers can do multiple things at once. They can both be healing and attacking. Ying and Maul are all around better than Cirrus is. For Cirrus, it's pretty much either or, you're attacking or you're healing. When you heal, you're locked into that heal until it ends or you end it. People are worried this will make her a bit over the top, but it won't. There's this thing called Cauterize anyway if Cirrus is really giving you that much of a problem. Her ult is also getting a buff. Its pull delay is being decreased from 1.5 seconds to 0.5 seconds. Taking a whole second off is a big difference that will be very noticeable. However, her ult is still blocked by objects and barriers, so all the old ways of countering it are still there. Willow is getting exactly what I asked for. They're adding UI markers to the second wave of seedlings. That's it. Nothing else, and that's good. Willow is looked at as really OP, but in reality, Willow is one of the weakest damage dealers in the game. Willow is built for AoE, attacking multiple enemies that are grouped up together. Willow loses 1v1s to all other damage dealers and flanks because of how low her primary damage is. Her Q is something that balances that out, and everyone pretty much has a movement ability in this game, so as long as you're aware of the ability happening, you can escape it if you react fast enough. Her card that reduces the cooldown of her Q by basically 10 seconds is pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not very often that that's going to happen, especially now that people have much better indicators to let them know to get out of the way. I'm very happy with how Hi-Rez went about this because giving Willow any hard nerfs would push her out of the game most likely. Willow is already overshadowed by Drogos and Bomb King after all. They're much better and more reliable blast damage dealers. Ying is getting another nerf. It hurts. Every time Ying gets nerfed, everyone feels it. I know you do. Whether she needs it or not, everyone feels it. It's impossible to not feel sorry for Ying. Anyway, the time between illusion heals has been increased from 1 second to 1.2 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot, again, but it's noticeable in practice. I get why they keep hitting her. Ying is pretty much just as effective as Maldamba without having to put in a lot of the work. Ying has a really low skill ceiling, Maldamba has a really high one, but they gotta be careful that they don't hit her too hard, or there will be one dominant healer in the game and whichever team has him in competitive matches will have an advantage. So tread carefully here, Hi-Rez. So you know how you can go and fire a projectile clearly past a barrier but it'll still somehow hit it? Well, they're fixing that. I won't go into all the technical details, but your projectiles will most likely stop hitting barriers. They are nowhere near. A few more quick things and we'll go ahead and wrap this video up. The test queue is getting bend. Mastery reward news is coming in the next couple of updates. He said the rewards will be very exciting. Please, please don't be golden guns. That is so overdone. They are planning an Odyssey event for Paladins. In case you don't know What that is, it's a big event in Smite leading up to Worlds. It's a meaningful event that's a couple months long. I was told by a friend that they put out these really fantastic skins that have some of the best looks and effects in the game. Kinessa's Nova Strike collection won't be available for purchase when this update hits. If you have the quest, don't worry, it won't go away with the update. You'll still have the quest if you own the skin. That's everything, guys. I'm not positive on when the PTS will be up. It might be up now. I'll leave something pinned in the comments if it is. Like all updates, this will probably come to live on Wednesday if nothing goes wrong. And that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it. Now I'm going to see you guys later. Bye!